All right, so really quickly, I'm gonna try and do this in under 5 minutes because that's all the recording time that I have. So yesterday I went and picked up. Actually, this morning I went up. And yesterday I agreed to buy it. Today I bought this CZ75D compact 9 millimeter pistol. And when I first bought it, I thought it was gonna be the PCR, the 75D compact that is commercially available. I didn't know this one existed. And so the buyer had listed this as a real battle worn patina on the handgun, and he wasn't lying when he said battle worn, and I'll tell you why. So not all CZ70. Actually, let me start off with saying this. So the first thing that stuck out to me when I was going over the pictures again after I agreed to buy it was that this model of handgun was missing a rear shelf right here. Whereas the CZD PCR compact does. It has a little shelf right here. And I was like, well, that's weird. So I started doing some homework, and I found out that this is actually a steel framed D compact. And the reason that it's that, because if you buy another CZ75D compact, it's going to be the PCR model. And that one has an aluminum lower. This one has a steel lower because it's an import. As you can see, this was imported by Inner Arms in Houston, Texas. And from what I read online, these are Israeli surplus pistols. So this is what either some armed forces in Israel used, or some police department used, or yada yada yada. I don't know the details. I paid $425 for it, which I think in hindsight was crazy expensive. I probably could have gotten this for like $325 or less. And so I'm just going to share with you a couple of my complaints about the pistol and what I intend to do with it. So my biggest complaint is the finish. And the reason the finish looks so messed up is because there's hundreds, if not like 1,000 little nicks on here. And it's because CZ uses what they call their polycoat. It's a polymer finish. And so while it is very durable, this one has lasted, damn near 20 years. It's not hard, and so it sticks there and it stays there, but it's very easy to leave little indents on it, as you can see. And so that's my primary complaint, and what I want to do is strip that off and either cold blue it or brown it or something like that. I've seen some people do it on the CZ forums, and the results were incredible. I'm not going to try and do the more advanced things that they do, like customize the beaver tail, or start swapping out the internals, or any of that. I'll see people they'll go in there and they'll just do little very light machining on the inside of the slide and on the inside of the receiver. I don't think I can do that. I don't think I have the talent to do that right now. So that's not on the list, but I think I can refinish it with and be quite successful. So I'm gonna try that. I'm also gonna replace. I think I just said I'm not going to replace the internals. I'm not going to modify the internals, although I will replace them. For example, right now there's a magazine in there. The gun is clear, and if I'm going to set it down here, I can go like this, and the gun will just stay out of battery unless you shake it really hard, or it's not doing it now. There we go. So it'll go back just a little bit, and it'll stay out of battery. Unless you let the magazine go down, and then it'll pop back in the battery. And so just that little amount of pressure of the follower pushing up on the slide is causing it to that you move it back just a little bit, it'll stay in that position. So obviously the recoil spring is probably worn out. There's probably a couple other springs in there that are worn out, so I also want to replace those. Maybe add night sights. I don't know about that. And then obviously the grips, I'm going to replace. These are pretty rough. I should note that I had buyer's remorse as soon as I bought this, so I have put it back up for sale. If it sells, great. If it doesn't, within maybe the next 2 weeks, probably go ahead and start buying the chemicals and to refinish it. But other than that, I do like the gun. Really, my biggest complaint is just the finish. Something about it, when something looks ugly, it just doesn't give. And this is purely emotional, right? But it just doesn't give me that sense of reliability. Oh, also what I also have to get is a firing pin. I'm gonna buy a replacement firing pin. The previous owner said that he had replaced this one. Um, and I've read on the forums. I haven't actually looked this one up, but I have. Give me 1 second. Sorry, the phone was ringing. The firing pin. I briefly read online that the firing pins in this model of handgun are prone to breaking, either through repeated dry firing or through just normal wear and tear. So yeah, I'm gonna buy a replacement just to have that on hand for if and when it does break, I'll be ready. So yeah, that's it. This is my CZ75 compact D Israeli import. And let's see if I can actually pull this off.